Hi everybody, welcome to 5 at 6:45. I have to stop and think about that. Hope you're having a lovely week so far. So today I want to start by reading a passage from Matthew chapter 4 verses 18 to 22. It goes like this. And Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brothers, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. Then he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." They immediately left their nets and followed him. Going on from there, he saw two other brothers, James the son of Zebedee and John his brother, in the boat with Zebedee their father, mending their nets. He called them, and immediately they left the boat and their father and followed him. So when I was a kid, my mum used to put in a lot of time and effort on teaching us Bible verses so that we had different Bible verses in our minds. And she would make little cardboard cutout fish, and there'd be a Bible verse printed on each one. She used to type because, you typed on an actual typewriter back then. And then we'd play games with them. So she'd put little paper clips on them, and we'd have a magnet, and we'd dip it out of a bucket or something. And if it came out, you had to be able to say what that Bible verse was or where it was found, all that sort of thing. So we just called it fish. So if we were playing fish, it meant we were playing Bible verses. One of those fish verses was one of the verses I just read, Matthew 4:19. It went like this: I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. Matthew 4:19, fish verse, easy. Strangely, it was about fish, but anyway, beside the point. And I really didn't think about it any more than it just being Jesus calling fishermen, because he was, and he did. In fact, we even used to sing a little song, I will make you fishers of men if you follow me, if you follow me, if you follow me, if you follow me. But recently I was rereading again this passage, and there were four things that stood out to me, four particular things that Jesus did. He walked along the Sea of Galilee. He was walking along the daily place. So there were fishermen, they were doing their thing, they were fishing. There would have been kids playing, there would have been a lot of noise, there would have been a lot of boats. Probably the equivalent of maybe, say, our mall or the sports ground or the workplace or whatever. Jesus walked along there. He wasn't shut off. He was where the people were. He cared about them. He was right there. Because that's the second thing he also did. He noticed the fishermen. He saw and noticed Simon and Andrew, his brother. They were casting their nets into the sea because they were fishermen. And Jesus was right there where they were, doing their daily thing, doing their daily job. And he was taking notice of them. And it made me stop and think, a bit like Jesus now. Like Jesus is not shut off from us. He's right. He wants to meet us where we are, in our daily place, whether it's at work, whether it's at school doing study, whether it's at home doing the things we have to do. He's right there with us in our daily adventures, our daily things, our jobs, whatever it is that we need to do. And he notices us, and he cares for us in those things. They were the first two things. The third thing that I particularly notice is that next he called them to follow. He said, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." And after that, he promised to transform them. "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." So he didn't look at them and say, "Okay, guys, I really think that I've got something for you to do, but dude, you smell of fish. You've really got to clean yourself up before you can do anything with me." He wasn't even like that. He just said, "I will make you, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." He promised to transform them, and all they had to do was follow him. They didn't have to change. They didn't have to clean up. They didn't have to scrub the scales off, the fish scales or anything like that. All they had to do was go, yeah, I want to follow you. And in that, they took the first step so that Jesus could start changing them. He promised to transform them. I will make you fishers of men. When they left their livelihood, they left the daily grind to take time to put their eyes on Jesus, because to follow Jesus, they actually had to watch him. They had to be looking at him. They had to see where he was going. They had to put their eyes on him. And that was the way that they were going to transform. Transformation comes in the following. The following comes first. And as we follow, then Jesus works on transforming us. Those things really stood out to me. That when we lay down or step outside of the daily things that we have to do for a time and focus some attention on Jesus, he works on changing us. The transformation comes in the following. Just taking that time to spend with him and rest in him and put our eyes on him. When we do that, then he changes us to be more like him. It means that we can then become fishers of men, because we can take him back into the places that we go to every day, because we still have to do those, we all know that. But we take Jesus with us because he's changing us as we follow him. So that's what I got out of that. And I just want to encourage you to take the time in your dailies, out of your dailies, whatever your dailies happen to be, take time to put your eyes on Jesus, to follow him. He will change us. He will change you. And he'll make you more like him. Hope you have a great week.